Welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Warrior Monsters. Last time, we headed into our first Traveler's Gate, found right on down here, explored our first Mystic World, and even took out our first boss monster, the Healer Slime Hail. Today, we're gonna go do some exploring around Great Tree, starting with the top floor here, with some more info that I actually learned between episodes, because I got curious. Hey, Pulio.
Thank you, Terry. I'm saved. In return, let me tell you a secret. A sky dragon is flying over the farm. If you wait under it, something good will happen. Use my farm as often as you like. Well, what are you gonna do?
Well, first and foremost, we're going to pick up...
You can't take any more. Replacing a monster, Terry?
We sure are. So, I think with how things are currently, I want to replace Luck. Because while she does have really good attack, everything else she has is really mediocre, especially HP, which is going to be a big factor. Also, too, she's a rebel, which is fine and all, but it's not for me. Now, one thing I did look up, because I was curious, was Whimsy. Whimsy means that Slib here has ordinary bravery, ordinary prudence, which was the word I couldn't remember last time, and I kept using intelligence, and high caution. So, Slib's off to a really great start. Otherwise, like I said, let us replace Luck. Absolutely. And instead, grab Hail. Which, at a glance, he has pretty good attack, not great defense, but he has really high agility, good intelligence, and an okay amount of wild. His HP is also much more acceptable. He also is cool and calm, and comes with the almighty heal ability, which we will be using a lot, to be completely honest. That's one of the most bread and butter spells we're going to be using, and I'm excited to actually have it. So expect to see that on at least one of our monsters pretty much for the entire game. Very good. Now, another thing I wanted to bring up, and this is a little random, but it bothered me because I thought of the actual word, or I guess in this case, the name. The character I've been calling Watabo should actually really be pronounced Wata, or Wata, my goodness, can't get my words right. The character I've been referring to as Wataboo should actually be called Watabo, because OU would make an O sound rather than OO. So, just one of those little things that I wanted to bring up that is honestly probably a holdover from when I was a kid, calling him Wataboo rather than Watabo. It's a very little thing, but I figured I'd bring it up just because we'll be dealing with him a lot, and I'd like to pronounce his name correctly. Otherwise, hey there. Yo, Julio was happy. Okay, cool. And what about you, good sir? Hey, Mr. Monster Master. I wonder what I can catch here. I'll put my catch in the jar. Come and see my catch sometimes. Sure. Got anything right now? Terry looked into the jar. Wow! Terry got a tiny medal. This is going to start a long side quest that is almost entirely RNG dependent. Tiny medals are a collectible that you can exchange for items with the Metal Man, who we have yet to meet, but will be meeting very shortly. More or less, the more of these you collect, the more goodies you will receive, including another Traveler's Gate. Eventually. That one takes forever to get. So it's gonna be a while. But all of his rewards are pretty well worth it, and you may as well try to keep hold of them. So it's good we get our first one. Ooh, there's that Sky Dragon. Hey, Master, you have an egg? No. All monsters are born from eggs. Alright, good to know. So let's try standing under him. Thwack! It was the egg of a sky dragon that hit Terry's head. Terry took the egg of a sky dragon. But eggs cannot be carried around. The egg was left fully out on the farm. This is a very important egg that we're going to want to keep hold of. Sky dragons are pretty darn good monsters, so having the egg of one will be advantageous. Otherwise, hey there. If you take monsters on a journey, they become attached to you. When they are left on the farm all the time, they will not listen to you. But if you give them treats, they will become really attached to you. Just like I explained while recruiting monsters. It's a similar deal. Treats: beef jerky, pork chop, rib. Beef jerky is the least tasty. Ribs are better than pork chops, but sirloin is the best. It's as yummy as can be. And that is very true. Sirloin is the best treat you can give a monster. I believe reducing wild by... Oh gosh, it's a really high number. I forget what it is. But as of right now, all it's important to know is that it is darn good. Otherwise, hey there. Old monsters like myself can no longer make it to the next level. I guess I'm at my level limit. Which is another thing I wanted to bring up. Every monster has a default level limit. You won't know what it is until you hit it. But once you do, their level will have a little star, or at least somewhere up there, they'll have a little star that shows they cannot level up anymore. There are ways to increase this level limit, but it's all based on breeding, which we don't have access to yet. We'll get into that a little more in depth later, but just know that we won't be able to keep Slib around forever, because frankly, well, he's not very powerful, it doesn't know a lot of skills, and, while he is adorable, he's gonna hit a level limit sooner or later. Probably never, because, goodness, keeping him around that long would be painful. But it's still good to know. Otherwise, what is up here? If it was not for this hole, oh my dear Lipsy, we are so close, yet I cannot touch you. Yeah, that is a shame, ain't it? Harry read the sign. When the great tree grows, the ground trembles. This hole is evidence of the great tree's growth. The previous tremors made this hole. Yeah. So as we progress the game and continue on, the great tree will grow at certain points in the game, giving us access to new stuff. Oh boy, this looks dangerous! Oh no! Huh. Well, that didn't look good. Let's follow him. Whee! Huh. Alright, cool. That went well. Hey there. Oh, I'm glad that I didn't get hurt. I should be more careful. You should. And what about you, ma'am?
This is the village of Great Tree. The arena's over there in the hole.
Huh. Well, thank you. Here is the entrance to the arena, signified by the little slime emblem there. Hey there.
Oh, Terry, it's you. I'm getting old. Just going downstairs hurts me. You're going to the arena? Good luck.
Well, sure. We will in a moment. Over here are a couple of other people to talk to.
Hey, you. You have a tiny medal?
We do, actually.
I see. Go to the room above then. You will be welcomed if you have tiny medals.
Good advice. And you?
Once I picked up a tiny medal, back when I was on a journey through the Traveler's Gate. Oh, let me tell you something useful. Beyond the Traveler's Gates, sometimes you can find small rooms. You can record your quest in your journal while in those rooms. Those rooms are the only places you can record your quest beyond the gates.
Very useful advice. So yeah, while in Mystic Worlds, you can find special rooms that will allow you to save the game. These are great save havens, and often have a lot of different benefits to them. So we'll be encountering those as we continue. For now, though, the Metal Man beckons, as well as this gal.
We can see the ground far below. The great tree is a small kingdom in a big tree.
Yes, it is. An astute observation. You have a good one now. And in here, well, hey, he looks like the king's brother or something.
Oh, welcome. Ahem. I am the Metal Man. I collect tiny metals scattered all over the world. If you find some, give them to me. I'll reward you. The more metals, the better your reward. I'm counting on you. Busy, busy, busy. Oh, you have metals. Let me take them for you. Terry, you brought a total of 1 medal. I'll give you 1 Zapbird egg when the medals exceed 13.
Oh, all right. Sounds like a good deal. And hey there.
Both the Metal Man and myself love medals. If you bring medals, then he'll reward you. If you collect a lot, I might give you something too.
Well, sure. Sounds like a great deal. So yeah, that's going to be a long side quest that we're not going to be able to do for quite some time. Otherwise, into the arena. And wow, quite the visage, huh? Hey there.
Welcome to the arena. Want to hear about the battle?
Sure.
The battle classes go from S, A, down to G for beginners. You'll fight 3 masters per class. You can go to the next class when you defeat the 3rd master. If you survive S class, you're eligible for the Starry Night tournament. During the battle, you cannot give commands to the monsters. You cannot use any items either. If you choose to run, you give up the battle. To register, go to the receptionist over there.
Well, sure. Sounds like a great idea. Hey there.
Welcome to the arena. Huh? Me? I'm famous here. Everyone likes me. So, you want to become the champ to find your sister? To do that, you must survive here to represent our kingdom. There are classes in the arena. They start from G and go all the way up to D. There are higher classes than D, but you're not ready for them yet. What do you think? Ready to fight? G class is free.
So here is essentially your progression tests. G class is the starter one. It costs nothing, so you have nothing to lose. All the other ones will have an entry fee, meaning if you lose, you're losing money too and not progressing. These are really great indicators of how strong you should be at a given point in the game. So I really like the system.
Better luck next time.
For now, we want to explore the arena. Hey there.
Hello, I'm Tedo. I'm nervous as the battle starts soon. Are you a new monster master too? You can learn useful information out back.
In that we can. That's why I want to explore. Hey there.
We all gather here seeking victory. The battle is not to be taken lightly.
Many lack the courage to see it through to the end. And you? Not the talkative type, I see.
This is an onigiri. Come on, baby. Repeat after me. Booba, booba.
Well, sometimes you can teach an old monster new tricks. Otherwise, what about these barrels? Harry looked into the barrel. Something's engraved on the barrel. Warubo was here. Interesting. And this one? Wow! Terry got a tiny medal. Very useful. What about this barrel? Nothing in it. Oh well. Into you, last barrel. A monster is sleeping peacefully there. How cute. Should we continue north, we can find this area.
The guy at the entrance, he's my rival.
Alright. What do you got?
My rival's watching from somewhere. You are a master too. Let me tell you.
watch out for the foreign masters behind the traveler's gates. They're gonna make mincemeat out of you, wimp.
Oh. So yeah, that's another thing. In Traveler's Gate in the Mystic Worlds, you can find other monster masters roaming about that all have various vocations and usually have a benefit for beating them. Additionally, their monsters may not like their master. You can convince them to join you with enough treats, which is kinda interesting. Otherwise, hey there.
May I help you? The restaurant is back there.
Ooh, a restaurant. Sounds nice. Well, hey, this is a pretty upstanding place. How's it going?
Who the heck is that old woman at the reception, wearing a flashy costume at her age?
Huh. Well, I guess I didn't really look too hard. That's good to know that you have taste or lack thereof? I don't know. How's it going, barkeep?
Superior masters have a well-balanced combination of monsters.
A monster that restores and a monster that attacks. I.e., a combination within the party. Exactly. See, this guy gets it. And, hey there. Army Bomb Army. Bubble Army. Ooh, I want to meet the Queen. Army Bomb Army. Interesting. Wonder what that means. Army Bomb Army? Terry looked into the jar. A piece of paper is there. Something is written on it. Good things will happen if you defeat Goopy 5 times in a row. Huh. Okay. Wonder who Goopy is. And in here, an old lady's notebook is there. Educational guide. Read it? Sure. If you choose charge, you can train the monsters to be brave. Brave monsters have a better chance to make clean hits, aka critical hits. If you choose mixed, the monster will become wiser. Wise monsters easily decide which support skill is best to use. When you choose cautious, the monsters become cautious. Cautious monsters don't use MP, but sometimes heal their damages. Which means they sometimes use healing spells for free, just in the way that it said wise monsters will decide what skills to use best. Sometimes they outright ignore resistances when casting spells. It's a pretty nice benefit. Additionally, too, another thing I should talk about that I kinda glossed over a little is with our stats. I mentioned how intelligence and MP learn you spells, but there are also skills in the game that aren't explicitly magical. Those skills can be learned from a combination of things like having high enough attack, defense, or even agility. So having higher stats in general is obviously better, but for more reasons than you would expect, which is good. Otherwise, what's over here? Oh. Angry Face, Crab, and Rock. Okay. Also, some Waterbow statues. Very cute. Hey there, guy.
These statues are the protectors of Great Tree. Before you go on your quest, make an entry to the journal. It's a good idea.
That is good advice. And you, old sir?
Want to know where the wife of the king, I mean the queen, is?
Sure.
You can meet her if you win at rock, paper, scissors with Goopy over there. The tired man at the restaurant might even give you a better idea.
Oh. That's what they were talking about. Something about bomb, army, bomb, bubble, something. Alright. Hey there.
Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Select your choice by stepping on the panels in front of me. When you want to do it again, step on the panel again. You don't need to come up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Alright. How about this face?
Gone again.
Alright. Crab?
It's a tie. In this case, I win anyway. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Alright. So, interestingly, Goopy always does the same combination. So if we go rock like this, or I guess yeah, no, that would be rock. Let's try this one.
I won. Challenge me anytime.
So yeah. So basically you do this. So rock, rock again. Then let's try scissors. Hey,
Darn, again.
now let's say paper? Alright.
Darn, again.
And I'm feeling funky. Let's do rock.
Oh, I won. Challenge me anytime.
Alright, you got me, you got me. One last go. Do a rock. Rock. Scissors. Paper. And he did paper last time, so scissors.
You're good. Look, I'll tell you about a good place for your prize. Climb up the stairs over there.
Oh. And here, Goopy will reveal stairs. Very convenient. Here, we can meet the Queen of Great Tree, as well as her personal minister, and this guy. How's it going?
I'm Mick. Who are you?
Whew. Those crazy fans are annoying.
It's still a rookie, aren't you?
You need to clear an upper class to see the Starry Shrine.
Well, take it easy.
Duly noted. The Starry Shrine, huh? Sounds important. And you, my good sir?
Here is Her Majesty, the Queen of Great Tree. Here is her guest, Mick.
Come back after you meet the Master Monster Tamer. Alright. And how about you, Queenie?
I am the Queen of Great Tree. I like to watch battles. It seems you haven't paid a visit to the Starry Shrine. Come back later. I'm not interested in weaklings.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, you know what? I did us a horrible disservice. I didn't check this stuffed animal. What do you got to say for yourself, mister? Harry checked out the stuffed animal. Stuffed animal looks familiar. Interesting. Alright. Good to know. So continuing on down, here we can see the actual arena where the fights are staged. Hey there.
Want to hear about my journey beyond the gate of Villager?
Sure.
Stubsucks and go-hoppers, anteaters and gremlins were there. The stubsucks can cast sleep. Be careful. Be careful when go-hoppers charge their power. The guardian there is a dragon. Its fire air will cause great damage to your monsters. Take plenty of herbs with you.
That is good advice. So yeah, sometimes you can get advice from NPCs as to what's behind another gate because they've been there. It really pays to ask around. How about you?
Want to know about the monsters behind the gate of Talisman?
Sure.
There will be spookies, army ants, anteaters, and goopies there. Army ants will make you sleep while they attack. The guardian there is a golem. When it charges its power, watch for its next turn. The golem is vulnerable to sleep spells.
Oh. So note, monsters with sleep are in the gate of Villager, and the boss here is weak to sleep. It's worth noting that. Otherwise, over here, what do we have? Some prisoner?
Doesn't listen to me much. Seems to need more intelligence.
Ah, yes. The good old intelligence stat. One I really couldn't confirm what it does. I want to say in the manual of this game directly, it states that intelligence only affects how smart your monsters are in battle. And that might be true. But we also know that it influences the spells they learn. So, could just be a weird translation thing. Otherwise, hey there, Mr. Rockbomb.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. I'm starving. I'll be angry if somebody gives me an order now.
Fair enough. And you?
Yo, man, wanna do your matches in G class?
Sure.
It's the principal of the school.
School? Huh? There's a school? Well, yes there is. Should we go up from here? We can find these fellas. Hey there. Alright. I guess, what do you expect from an undead monster, huh? And you, my good fellow? In the back, they teach kids about the monsters. Maybe you should check it out. Maybe. But first, how about ourselves? Huh. Where did the mini track go? What? I have no idea what that's supposed to mean or do, but it's neat. But anyways, in here is the school. Hey there.
Here's the Monster Master School.
Thanks. I already explained that, but I appreciate it anyway. You, my good lad.
It's helpful to take a walkwing with you. The principal told me that. Haha.
Alright. What about you, my good sir? Anything to tell us?
Welcome to the Master School. I am the principal of the school.
I teach the do's and don'ts of becoming a powerful master. Today's lecture is on catching monsters. Want to listen? Sure! I may have already gone over it, but let's hear how the game tells us about it. Sometimes, monsters you think will become your pal. They are more likely to become your pal if you give them meat treats. Pricey treats are better. If one doesn't work, give them 2 or 3. It's important to defeat the monster you want last. Only the monster defeated last will become your pal. That is all good info. Additionally, I believe if a monster hasn't already been recruited at least once, or bred, then you can actually, I believe you get a little bonus to them being recruited. Something like that. I forget exactly how it works. A bunch of math and numbers, of course. But it's good to know. Now down here in the final room, should we take a seat here? Our monsters will gather around the table, letting us talk with them.
I want to fight now.
That's fair. Do you hail?
First, create a good situation and then do what needs to be done.
Fair. And Slib? Well, whatever. So basically, depending on each monster's personality, they'll all say a different thing. It's not really a great indicator, rather than just reading what their actual personality is, but I find this gives your monsters a lot of actual personality. It lets you grow with them, because you can actually talk with them and see what they're thinking. I think it's cool. And as a kid who didn't know any of the math or mechanics behind the actual game, I thought it was rad. So, say you want to go into the arena and not register. What happens? Nothing. It won't let you in. So, let's save our game, because it's always a good idea to save your game before trying the arena. That way, if you happen to lose, you can reload and not lose any money. But it's G rank, so we won't be using money anyways. Let's give this a shot.
Are you okay with registering in G class?
Absolutely. So in we go. Ladies and gents, welcome to the arena. A new challenger is here today. Ladies and gents, please welcome Terry. Now we begin the first match with some pretty familiar monsters. Let's rumble! Watch out, Drakian Anteater monsters. So now, these fights are pretty similar. Like they said, if you run, you forfeit the match. And, in plan, we now have a new command that's not commanding them directly. No SPSK, as in, no special skills. monsters won't use any MP, so it can be useful if you want them to conserve their MP. Otherwise, for this, I plan on just continuing to cascade commands, and they should be relatively okay. I hope. We're going to see how we do. So far, so good, though. Alright, 3 damage, nothing we can't handle. Keep on waterfalling them down. Now, ideally, if someone gets really low, like, say, Meg, then we'll have Hail switch to Cautious and try to heal them specifically. Whoops, didn't mean to hit attack, but it worked out well enough. For the first match, the victory goes to the challenger. Now we begin the second match. If you notice too, you don't gain EXP from these fights. Let's rumble! So you can't exactly use these to farm. Not a big deal, but it can mess you up if you expected to be able to have a really good source of EXP here. Still, this fight shouldn't be too bad. A new monster we haven't seen, but I think we can handle it. Unfortunately, our monsters are splitting up the damage, but it looks like it'll work out. Split, Cautious, Hail. I'm also going to have you go Cautious, just because I really want him to heal Meg. There we go. So yeah, worst case too, if something like that happens, I plan on just having them go back to their regular routine if I remember, which I should remember based on where everyone else is. So Slib will be charged. Hail would have now been Cautious, but we'll have them go mixed. Same with Meg going mixed. And then instead next turn, we'll set Hail to charge, because that should fix things up. Alright, so far so good. Ooh! Slib shouts a battle cry and hits nothing. That can happen. If a monster they were targeting happens to get defeated, they'll just miss. Usually they do change their target, but early on it can happen. Oh, sleep. That's not great. But as we can see, because Slib is asleep, we can't command him directly. Still, we managed to win. For the second match, the victory goes again to the challenger. Now we begin the third match. Here is the principal of the Master School. Oh, with some very new monsters. I'm the principal of the Master School. If you survive me, G-Class is yours. Show me what you're made of. We will certainly try. Spooky and Hort monsters. These guys can be tough. Now luckily, sleep automatically wears off at the end of the fight. But if it were something like poison, that wouldn't. So you need to be careful. Otherwise, Hail, you're all mixed up right now. I think he's supposed to be on something else, but it works out for now. We'll just reset him to being whatever else. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Poison gas? Oh, okay. So, yeah. This fight is going to do a very good job at showing status ailments, from goosebumps to poison. His whole plan here is to basically poison your entire team while giving them goosebumps so they can't act, and slowly they get beat to submission and get poisoned to death. It's kind of a brutal fight for this point in the game. Still, we should be okay so long as we can take out something soon. Again, the poison's going to keep us on a pretty tight timer. Mixed. Meg, if you can actually use Antidote, that would have been great. But she didn't. So, oh well. Better luck next turn. Okay, good. One of the spookies is gone. That will help a ton. Everyone's going to keep losing HP, which is really not good. We're getting very low. I think I'm just going to have everyone go to cautious, including Meg again. Oh, please stop defending, sweetheart. Just because I want Hale and Meg ideally to do some healing and recovery. Oh, Meg's gonna die. Oh, if only she had used Antidote, she would have lived. So yeah, Meg's out of HP and faints. So when a monster's fainted, they get that little coffin icon, and that's kind of all there is to it. For now, I'm just going to tell Slib to start charging and have Hale go cautious. Because we kind of don't have any other options at this point. You really need to keep moving. Good dodge on Hale. Yeah, not being able to cure that poison like I hoped Meg would really put a wrench in our plans. Keep it up with charge and caution. Because we kind of just need the big guns here. Ow. Poisoned again. Not great. We'll put Slib on mixed and have Hale charge this turn. That way we can ideally get 2 attacks. Perfect. Oh, that lick is not good. Oh, and he dodged. Uh-oh. Okay. It's looking a little rough. I have Slib charge again. Just again, we really need to focus on dealing damage. I know I'm messing up his prudence and caution and all that, but it's kind of just got to be what it is. Alright, Hale, go to cautious, cast heal, keep yourself nice and healthy. Okay, good. Luckily, with Slib gaining a few levels, not levels, he gains a fair amount of HP. Whoopsies, did not mean to hit attack there, but should work out. Perfect, okay. Whew. Close fight. Had me on the edge of my seat, to be honest. Congratulations! We have a new winner! Give a round of applause for Master Terry.
Well done. You survived G class.
Huh? Oh, Sir Terry, congratulations on your victory in G class. The king summons you. Come this way.
Oh, Terry, I heard you survived G class. Well done. You're not, never mind.
Huh?
How are you, King of Great Tree? I realize that you are the host this time. As the host, I hope you will fight with honor. Oh, what a cute little child. Were you playing with the king? I am the King of Great Log. King of Great Tree, it's going to be a quick battle. Ha 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 ha!
Oh.
We will see who has the last laugh. Terry, you must win. I'll open the room of villager and talisman as a reward. It'll be useful for you. There are stronger monsters there. You're dismissed. Busy, busy, busy.
So yeah, after clearing each class, new things unlock. The room of villager and talisman is in the traveler's chamber. You'll have to defeat your rivals in the arena. If you win, you'll be the representative of our kingdom at the Starry Night tournament. Duly noted. So, next time we play Dragon Warrior Monsters, we'll go check out those new Traveler's Gates and see what we can find. As always, I'm Brad. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.